Welcome back to this very, very Tuesday masterclass. We are celebrating all things women as it is International Women's Day. That leads me to social media. We have not forgotten about you on the social streets. City, happy International Women's Day. Who is a woman you would like to send a shout out to for the impact that they've had on your life? Make sure you use that hashtag Afternoon Express in all of your comments. Now, ladies, we're keeping the theme running, but just a quick one. We're going to dive a little bit deeper later on in the show. But who's the one woman that just stands out to you, Karen?
I have to say Oprah Winfrey.
Ah.
I have to. I can't really. She's been an inspiration in so many levels in my life.
Okay, well, I kind of want to dig deeper when it comes to that a little bit later on in the show. Mzansi, head over to our website and head over to our social media pages. Use that hashtag Afternoon Express and let us know your answers. Now it's time to dust off those old cake stands and use it as a centerpiece for your ladies' brunch. Bring out the best in your crockery and those special lace-like dollies because we're here to show you how to set up the perfect high tea to celebrate International Women's Day. Dumi?
Yes, I feel like this is a celebration all on its own. I love celebrating women. You know me. I love anything that has to do with us pretty ladies. So to start off the next dish, we're going to be making two different types of dishes that are going to go onto our cake stand over there. And mine starts off with some mushrooms. I'm going to be making a savory macaron. And most people are probably wondering what exactly that is. So I'm just going to do the first step by putting my mushrooms into our pan to fry up.
I mean, as you're doing that, Karen, are you familiar with a macaroon? What's a macaroon? I'm going to put you on the spot.
No, I'm going to be honest, eh? No, I'm not there.
You're not there?
Rather,
you don't know what a
just
macaroon is. Now, Dumi, this is something that I'm also quite new to. I recently got introduced to this at Valentine's Day. I received some as a gift. Break it down.
Yeah. So in essence, what macarons are, it's a pastry, not a pastry. It's a dessert that's made including meringues, almond flour, you know, basically it's mixed together to create somewhat of a dough. Or not, I call it a dough, but it's not really a baked thing.
It's like a melt-in-your-mouth cookie that originates in France. It's very Parisian, my darling. So you have to kind of enjoy it with an accent and with your beret tilted to the side.
Yes, yes.
It comes in such incredible, interesting, different colors, but it's typically a sweet dessert.
Yes,
It's definitely sweet dessert.
And it's got a filling inside. So normally the shell is nice and crispy and then the center is nice and soft. So we're putting a spin on it because ours are going to be savory and it's got no... Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. It's a nice little filling on the inside. But I'm going to have you doing something else for us, Karen. You'll be making the hertoggies for us. But we're also flipping it a bit.
That sounds more familiar.
Yeah. So you've got some marshmallows there and some coconut. I'm going to ask you just to put those two together. So in essence, what we're doing for people now is we're giving you a tip. If you don't have time, but you want to have a quick and easy way to get the flavors of a hertoggie, but don't have all the admin that's involved, you can mix up some marshmallows that we've got in there that we just warmed up in the microwave, and then adding our desiccated coconut to that. You can put all of it together, yes, and just mix it up. And then once that's done, you can actually start putting the jam into your tart shell.
Okay, for someone like me who doesn't understand what a hertoggie is, Karen, in a very simplistic way, because I know Dumi is higher grade, so just explain it like the chef she is. What is a hertoggie, or maybe what are some of those flavors one can enjoy?
Can I ask Dumi to...
I love it, passing on the baton.
I think I'm too concentrating here on getting this filling right.
Okay, the simple hertoggie does have flavors like that. We've got some coconut that goes in there, some meringue that goes into it as well. But it all starts off with a homemade base, a cake or pastry base, which in our case, we've decided instead of having to go through the admin of baking your own, you can use store-bought ones. So you make your pastry and then you fill it up with some jam and then the coconut mixture.
So the jam goes in first?
Yes, the jam goes in first. And then you add your coconut mixture on the very top. And then it's normally baked in the oven until the coconut is nice and golden brown. But we've got another trick that you can just use a blowtorch and do that at the very top because it's also a very quick and easy way to eat it without having to wait for that baking step. But from my side, Karen, what I've done is I've added the cream cheese. In my savory dish has got some cream cheese. We've also got some chakalaka that's gone in here and some coriander. I've added a bit of salt and pepper. And then this is the filling for our macarons, and I'm going to start piping. But
no, I was going to say, Dumi, you continue on that side. Let me help Karen on this side. So, perfect. At the end of the day, we want to scoop up the jam into the little containers. But Dumi has made it easy for you And she's put this mixture into a piping bag. Absolutely. So all you have to do, instead of the admin, I mean, in South Africa, you definitely saw what Karen did at first, and that is perfect too. If you don't have a piping bag like me, you can just use 2 spoons and kind of scoop them. But it is very sticky, so this seems like it could help. And just squeeze from the top and then use that bottom hand just to guide you around there. And that should be super simple. But at the end of the day, Mzansi, they look as cute as this.
Yes, that's exactly how they look. Once the filling is in the inside, and then you can put the coconut on the top and bake it, and that's when they get nice and golden brown. But then on my side here, I've added our filling. It's the cream cheese, the chakalaka, and some salt and pepper, and some cumin, coriander powder. And they're already starting to look like those macarons we want. And we just roll them in a bit of coriander that's been chopped up nicely to give us those different layers, and there we go.
I mean, I've already had a taste of the mushroom-inspired macaroons. I love the savory twist that they have on the entire brunch menu, because in my opinion, there aren't enough savory bites within the canapé-type enjoyment of a high tea. And then secondly, you're already putting those finishing touches. I love to see it. Any technique here, or you just kind of going and going for it?
I'm just doing it the way I think it should be done.
Well, you're doing quite well.
Thank you
all
so
about
much.
that. It's
And
about
it tastes
having
good.
fun with it. Yeah.
Yeah. I've got boys, so this would be something that they would definitely be interested. They like helping me in the kitchen and stuff like that. And so I'm sure we're going to do this.
I love
the
fact that here we are celebrating women, it being International Women's Day, but at the end of the day, we're getting the entire family involved. No?
Correct. I think maybe you can just do a couple more for us. Because, yeah, just show the viewers that we're adding a base of jam, which is signature to the hertogi, and then we're adding that marshmallow mixture that's got the marshmallows and the coconut, and then into there we're just topping it all off with the meringue mix that would normally be mixed into the coconut mixture, but we've got it at the very top. So if you want to change it up a bit, you could even add some spices into that mixture, add some cinnamon as well, because it's a sweet spice. You know, it's really just about being as spontaneous and creative as you want to.
I got that. Okay. Now, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how we're able to mix and match the flavors in our own kitchen. Something that adds that cherry on top has to be the magic that she created with the blowtorch. How can we keep it safe in the kitchen, especially if we've got the little ones helping?
It's starting small. Make sure that your flame is very small, and then you start further going in instead of starting right at the whatever you're doing. So start further and then gauge the fire, the flame, because you don't want it to burn whatever you're trying to set on fire.
Okay, and on that note, if you want to get this recipe, head over to afternoonexpress.co.za. Keep that in your mind, and you can ask the question later, ne?
Got it.
Love that. Now, coming up, I know it might sound weird, but yogurt is perfect on toast. Creamy, spreadable, and high in protein. This next brunch toast twist may just become your new favorite breakfast item. So don't go anywhere, because we'll be showing you exactly how to prepare it when we return.